Why, hello there. If you are watching this video, you've been assigned a scrimmage here in the state of Connecticut or a jamboree that is going to be using the New York State shot clock. So I'm here to try to explain it on video in the wonderful world of YouTube for you. And so we're also going to send out a PDF if you're working one of those games, but I thought this handy dandy video might help because the PDF has got a lot of stuff and a little bit confusing. We consult it with different New York State officials, and this is what we feel is the best way of explaining it because even New York State hasn't started their scrimmages yet. So everybody starts this weekend, so we're going to try our best. So if you're using it, this is the basics of what your crew needs to know. The shot clock is different than the college shot clock. So take the college shot clock and shove it out of your mind real quick. It is very different. It is a modified shot clock, meaning that we are still doing all of the regular NFHS counts. That means, let's say a goalie makes a save. Let's start that way. We start the 4-second count as the new trail. 1, 2, 3, 4, you get the point. Simultaneously, we have turned on our beeper. So goalie makes a save. We might say a change of possession, right? So we're not actually signaling that. So that might be some time, but we're just signaling maybe just a hand up. And we're now going to, hey, we have a 20-second on and we start our 4 count that goes on for the goalie to leave the crease. Once a team gets over, once the ball gets over the midline, we have satisfied the 20-second beeper to get over that midline. Once possession is gained in that offensive half, we start the 10-second count, just like normal. Once they get in that attack area, they get a touch with possession inside the attack area, we now not only satisfy that the 10-second is good by pointing down, but now we put on a 60-second clock. And now the 60-second shot clock begins once that 10-second is satisfied. We turn the shot clock off on things like change of possession and a whole bunch of other things. And what we do is we wave our hand straight in the air. That's that bottom little logo. So this is 60, right? This is a failure of a shot clock or shot clock violation. And then we're waving our hand off if we turn the shot clock off. So if the defense, let's say again, the offense has it, we'll go back through that example. We're under the 60-second shot clock. The goalie makes a save. We are now waving the shot clock off, right? And that's our change of possession. Now we're going 20. Now we're going 4. So it's going to be a lot. We totally understand, right? And so you're turning that clock off as versus in college, it's a reset. So again, not to confuse you, it goes off because again, we have the 20, potentially the 4, then the 10, then the 60 goes on. A couple of the FAQs have come up. Do we reset the shot clock? And the answer is yes. A valid shot above goal line extended is a valid shot, and it hits either the goalie's equipment, regardless of in the crease or out of the crease, or a pipe or crossbar, and the offensive team regains possession. Then we go 60 when that occurs. If a play on occurs, we reset the 60, right? And so those things, again, that's why we're keeping play on short in order to make sure that happens. So it resets when the whistle, or if there's no whistle and we continue playing and that play on is off. The shot clock goes off if we have it going over the midline on a shot or a deflected, and we restart our 20 count is what we actually do. And it keeps going. So we're going to turn the shot clock off when that occurs. Whatever team picks up the ball is going to matter. Again, if it's the offensive team who's in their defensive half, then we restart a 20 count and then a 10, and we're good. If it's the offensive team picks it up in their offensive half once the ball's over, or was the old defensive team, to be as confusing as possible, the old defensive team who now becomes the offensive team, we then just start a 10 count and then might start a shot clock depending on where they are. Again, the shot clock is going to resume if we have a flag down. We don't reset it. The shot clock is also going to stay at the current time if we have the carryover penalty time and possession, and we have that uneven scenario, and we're going to award possession back to the team. We leave the shot clock as it is if it was at 32 or 14 or 56, doesn't matter. We also keep the shot clock going if we have running time at any point. So those are all the major FAQs and the counts. Again, one more time to go over it is that if we have a valid shot clock on and now they take a shot and we now wave it off and say a change of possession, we put our 20 on, we do our 4 count and we go as trail. And then when it gets over the midline, the new lead starts the 10 count and then we're signaling in. If you want to go up first and then down, that's fine by me, but we're going to signal down. We satisfied, and now we have a 60. So there's a lot of redundancy in our hand signals, and it's going to be a lot, but trying to give you a primer. Again, Connecticut has not gone to it, but other schools are going to be playing in New York, who we service, so that's why we're trying it out for the Jamborees. Good luck, have fun, stay safe. I'll talk to you soon.